Hello, it's Bill, it's that college football guy here with another video. Well, time for some picks, isn't it? It's time for the picks for we got some Thursday games, we got some Friday games, and of course the truckload on Saturday. I'm recording it real quick. I was saying we're recording a video after this one, coming out on Friday about some Pac-12 news. And I posted actually the video to this because ABC 10, the ABC affiliate in Sacramento, posted a video about they got a copy through I guess Freedom of Information Act of the term sheet for the Pac-12 of what requirements are, what the P's are, what the P's are. But if you try to leave for Power Conference, if you leave for everything else, you apply and don't get in. The fees are ridiculous. They make the Mountain West fees look cheap. But I'm not saying enough about that. I want to put the link to my X, to my Twitter in the description. It's one of my posts I put up today on Thursday. Yeah, I'm home because we're going to be going to see the in-laws. I was going to be recording this video earlier, but I'm going to see my in-laws and go see the grandkids and have a nice little, fun little short weekend. But everybody got really, really sick. People had to go to the hospital. I'm not going to go too much into it, but everybody's okay, thankfully. But yeah, not good. So we won't be going to this. I'm doing kind of a staycation here and catching up on the honey-do list. But anyway, so the Pac-12 video will be tomorrow. I'm pretty sure the Big Mountain might be jumping on that on their live stream tonight. Knowing you guys, you will. But well, we're doing mine stuff about it too. Anyway, but let's get the picks for guys. We got some games interesting today. So first off, we got for those of you who don't know how to do my picks, I do all the top 25 as well as any subscriber school that were in the subscriber rankings, the subscriber roll call I did during the off season. Shout out your favorite school. If you're not on the top 25, I will do predictions for your games. Well, here's start with the first one. Coastal Carolina, subscriber school at James Madison. James Madison's a 9.5-point favorite. James Madison just lost last week. They are not going to be in a good mood, and they're at home. Coastal, I'm sorry, but they're going to beat you up. I'm taking James Madison. I'll lay the 9.5. Middle Tennessee State, another subscriber school at Louisiana Tech. Louisiana Tech's a 4.5-point favorite. This one I was kind of a little bit back and forth on because Louisiana Tech hasn't exactly been exceptional, and Middle Tennessee State has been atrocious. Let's be honest here. They've been really, really bad. And until Middle Tennessee State can show me they can actually do something, give me Louisiana Tech, and I'm laying the 4.5. Another subscriber school, UTEP at Western Kentucky. Western Kentucky is a 19.5-point favorite. And I'm like, ooh, that's a lot of points to lay down in the G5, but G6, excuse me. But UTEP has been absolutely horrible. They may be the worst team in FBS right now. Western Kentucky has a high-powered offense that can produce points, and they're at home. Give me Western Kentucky, and I'm laying the points. Those are the Thursday games. Now the Friday games, Memphis at South Florida. Now, as I'm recording this, I haven't gotten information on whether South Florida's in Tampa. They play at the Buccaneers Stadium. I highly doubt this is going to be happening. I'm doing this, at the time I record this, I did the information on this, recording this in the morning. I highly doubt that this is going to get played in South Florida. But for the sake of this, I'm going to make this pick kind of like a neutral site pick if this game happens at all this week. So South Florida subscriber school, prayers up for everybody in Tampa. I'm like, jeez, Milton was just horrific. And they're still not done. But that being said, neutral site, I'm figuring this is probably what it's going to end up being. Give me Memphis in the 6.5. This game may not even happen. Subscriber school, Northwestern at Maryland. Maryland's a 9.5-point home favorite. I think that Northwestern's got to prove to me they can actually put some offense up. And right now, I don't know if they can. So give me Maryland. I'll lay the 9.5. Subscriber school, UNLV at Utah State. UNLV is an 18.5-point road favorite. They lost to Syracuse. Some people say it was because of officiating. We've heard this before. There was some bad calls. Bad calls in a lot of games. I'm going to make a rule proposal right now, and I want you all to let me know what you think about this rule proposal in the comments. As this thing's a little too freaking high for my taste, but hey, what the hell. If there is a non-conference game between two opponents, the officiating crew cannot be from either conference of one of the two teams. It must be from a neutral one. This was Mountain West versus ACC. Could have been anybody but the Mountain West and the ACC instead of an ACC officiating crew went on the road. Have a little bit of a problem with that, but we'll see. But anyway, they had the loss to Syracuse. They're coming in. Utah State's having trouble with their offense. UNLV is going to be coming in pissed off. Sorry, Utah State. You're going to get blown up. Give me UNLV and I'm laying the points. Here's the game that's going to be interesting. And I'm making my pick based upon this. Number 16, Utah at Arizona State. Utah's a 4.5-point favorite. Where I got my line at. Cam Rising, we're deciding it. I've been hearing back channel rumors. That's exactly what they are, rumors, that Cam won't be ready till the BYU game. This is what I've been hearing. And I'm going like, or he'll be ready next week, or he'll be ready in the past, or like, one of them said he's ready for the Oklahoma State game. The Oklahoma State game already happened, genius. What are you talking about? It's silly on there, but Cam's day by day. I'm planning on him not playing because I just don't think he's going to be. So that being said, give me Arizona State, and I'll take the points because I have a funny feeling that it's going to be a bad day for Utah. Those are the Friday games. Saturday games. South Carolina at number 7, Alabama. Alabama's a 21.5-point favorite. Oh, South Carolina, I feel so bad for you. They just lost to Vandy, and you got to go to Tuscaloosa to face these guys? It might be 41. Bama's going to win and win easily. I feel so sorry for you guys. Gamecocks, you're going to be deep. You're going to be friggin' roasted. This is going to be over. Subscriber school number 10, Clemson at Wake Forest. Clemson's a 20.5-point road favorite. Wake, can you do something, please? You've done something in the season, but against Clemson, I highly doubt it. Give me Clemson. I'm laying the 20.5. Missouri, number 21, Missouri, fresh off of their loss to Texas A&M, travels on the road to UMass. They're a 29.5-point favorite. UMass is absolutely horrible. Missouri is going to be out to prove a point, even though it's on the road. I'm going to take Missouri, and I'll lay the 29.5. Battle of the subscriber schools. We got Washington at Iowa. Iowa's a 2.5-point home favorite. Washington traveled a bit cross country. I'm going to give the edge to Iowa. I'll take Iowa and lay the 2.5. Wisconsin at Rutgers. Rutgers is a 2.5-point road favorite. Rutgers, the subscriber school. Rutgers, I think, is going to have the advantage in that game. They're going to be looking good. I'm taking Rutgers, and I'm laying the 2.5. Subscriber school, Toledo at Buffalo. Toledo's a 9.5-point road favorite. Buffalo looked good when they beat Northern Illinois. But coming back down to earth, Toledo's got a lot of firepower. Give me Toledo, and I'm laying the 9.5. Then the highlight game of the week. The Red River Rivalry, the Red River Shootout. Number 1, Texas, and number 18, Oklahoma. Texas is a 14.5-point road favorite. Oklahoma has to prove that they're going to have something here. And Texas is out to prove a point. Who's starting for quarterback for Texas? I don't think it matters. Give me Texas. I'm laying the 14.5. Number 4, Penn State at USC. Penn State is a 4.5-point road favorite. This is Eastern schools traveling west. And I made this prediction in the beginning of the season, and I'm sticking with it. Give me USC. Even though they look bad, this is East Coast teams traveling west, and I think this is going to be an issue. Penn State can win this game. I have a funny feeling it's going to be a field goal game. I don't see this as a blowout either way. That favors USC in terms of this. So give me USC, and I'll take the 4.5. Stanford at number 11, Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a 22.5-point favorite. Stanford is not that good. We know this. Notre Dame coming off a bye at home. Yeah, give me Notre Dame. I'm laying the 22.5. Cal at number 22, Pitt. They're a 3.5-point home favorite, Pitt is. Cal's look good in spurts, but I don't think so against Pitt at home. And they got to travel cross-country to Pittsburgh. Give me Pitt, I'm laying the 3.5. Purdue at number 23 in subscriber school, Illinois. Illinois is a 19.5-point favorite. Every single year for the last few years, there's a game that Purdue does something that they're not supposed to do. Now, are they going to win this game? Hell no. Illinois is going to beat them. But that 19.5 to me is too high. I think Purdue's actually going to show up and actually do something and only lose by 14. That's bad. They're going to do something and only lose by 14. Really? But that means they cover the spread. So give me Purdue, and I'll take the 19.5. Subscriber school, Louisville at Virginia. Louisville's a 7.5-point favorite. Louisville now kicked out of the top 25. They're going to be looking to do some damage here. Virginia is Virginia. They stink. Give me Louisville, and I'll lay the 7.5. Subscriber school Cincinnati at UCF. Cincinnati is Cincinnati. UCF is a 3.5-point home favorite. I think UCF's gonna be looking for some damage to be done here since they lost to Florida. Give me UCF and I'll lay the 3.5. So, battle of the subscriber schools again. San Diego State at Wyoming. San Diego State's a 1.5-point road favorite. Aztecs Fast is coming to Laramie. No, Laramie I think is gonna beat you. I'm picking the Cowboys to beat you straight up. So give me Wyoming plus 1.5. Northern Illinois at subscriber school. Bowling Green. Bowling Green's a 2.5-point favorite. Bowling Green's got some good offense. Northern Illinois is trying to bounce back from losses. Lost to Buffalo and other things. I'm taking Bowling Green laying the 2.5. I think they're going to do the damage here. Subscriber school Arizona at number 14 BYU, who everybody is falling in love with except me, because they have problems with certain defenses. We'll find that out later in the year. BYU is only a 3.5-point home favorite. Yeah, they're supposed to be power indexes. BYU is the best school based on what your criteria is to pump BYU up. If they're so good, why are they only favored by 3.5 at home? They're not as good as you think they are. But I think they're going to beat Arizona. But I don't think it's going to be 3.5. I think it's going to be 3. So with that being said, give me Arizona in the points. Subscriber school Ohio at Central Michigan. Ohio's a 2.5-point road favorite. Ohio's coming in looking good with the offense. I think they're going to get a job done. Give me Ohio and I'll lay the points. Mississippi State at number 5, Georgia. Subscriber school. Georgia's a 33.5-point favorite. Georgia's offense has not looked as good as I'd like it to. It is kind of sputtering at times. It's not looking as good as I want. Georgia is going to win, but give me Mississippi State in the points. I don't think they're covering the spread. The game I debated on, but I had to take my fandom out of it. Florida at number 8, Tennessee. Tennessee a 15.5-point favorite. After a while, I saw that absolutely pathetic, excuse of a performance against Arkansas. And what Florida did to UCF, I believe my Vols. I think they're going to win. But Florida and Tennessee have always been a close game, no matter which way was going on top. It was never really, it's always been a close rivalry game. Throw the records out the window. And we say, oh, that doesn't matter. Yeah, it does, especially in this game. So with that being said, Vols fans, let me pissed at me. Give me Florida in the points. I don't think they're going to cover 15.5. If they did, I'll be stunned. Another battle of subscriber schools. Washington State at Fresno State. Washington State's a 3.5-point favorite. Washington State trying to make a claim that they're going to be the best school in the G6 and get, actually, oh, I forgot. They can't make that claim, can they? You can't get the G6 qualifier the next 2 years because you're technically listed as power schools. You're ineligible for the G6 spot. You have to hope for the at-large with the power schools. Oops. Having a power school now kind of hurts you now, doesn't it? Because you've had a shot at getting the spot, but now you're not going to get it. So, Washington State and Fresno State, regardless of that happening, Fresno did not look good against UNLV. They're getting ready to come back into shape, but Washington State's had their moments too. Give me Washington State in 3.5. I just have a funny feeling they're going to get things done. And the other marquee game, I think the Red River Rivalry is bigger in terms of ratings. This one's going to be perhaps the most in terms of the national championship. Battle of subscriber schools as well. Number 2, Ohio State at number 3, Oregon. Ohio State, a 4.5-point road favorite. Oregon has sputtered. Ohio State looks like a machine. Let's be honest. They just look like they're ready to destroy people. And Oregon's going to have something to say about it, but I don't think they're going to say enough. I'm picking Ohio State, and I'm laying the 4.5. Another master here. Subscriber school and 9th-ranked Ole Miss at number 13 LSU. Number 9 versus number 13. Ole Miss a 3.5-point road favorite. I think Ole Miss wants to prove something after that little misstep after Kentucky. LSU is no joke. This is going to be a close game. I think they're going to win it by more than 3.5. Give me LSU, and I'll lay the 3.5. Oregon State at subscriber school, Nevada. Oregon State only a 4.5-point road favorite. They should be a lot more than that, but they're not, because Nevada at home can actually be somewhat dangerous. And they should not be underestimated. Maybe some Beavs fans up on Twitter, on X, could learn that, because you take a school for granted, they're the ones that beat you. Right, Coach Saban? You know I had to troll the Gumps. So that being said, Oregon State, I think, in the end, has too much firepower for Nevada. I think they're going to cover the 4.5, but do I think it's going to be like a 21-point win? No, I don't. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. But this is going to be, I think, going to be a little bit of an ugly game. But I'm still taking Oregon State to win and cover the spread. Subscriber ranked and number 11 Iowa State on the road. Travel to West Virginia. Iowa State's a 3.5-point favorite. Iowa State coming in. Lately, there's been a thing where Coach Campbell has had a misstep. Has had a mistake. This is the coal rush game. The fans are going to be keyed up for this. The players are keyed up for this. And I'm picking them to make the upset. Give me West Virginia in the points. I think they beat Iowa State outright. Pull off the upset. Syracuse at Subscriber School, NC State. Syracuse a 4.5-point road favorite. NC State's, it's just, Grace McCall experiment is not working. Syracuse proved something to me. They can get some things done. So give me Syracuse and I'll lay the 4.5. Subscriber School, Marshall at Georgia Southern. Marshall is a 2.5-point road favorite. Georgia Southern could be a lot better, but not really. I wish they could do more, but they don't. Marshall's looking like they can get some, not quite fully destroying people, but they're definitely doing some damage. So that being said, give me Marshall, I'll lay the 2.5. Subscriber School, Minnesota at UCLA. Minnesota's a 5.5-point road favorite. I'm not buying it. Minnesota, you had a great game. You pulled off a game against USC. And this is where the winner's hangover comes in. And you got to travel to LA, California. Oh, they're already there. Or they did this. They're going to be there. They can get used to it. Give me UCLA and I'll lay the 5.5. I think they would possibly have a shot to win this outright. It could be a field goal game. Minnesota wins by a field goal. Either way, it doesn't cover the 5.5. An old Big 12 game comes back. Battle of the Subscriber Schools, too. 18th ranked Kansas State on the road in Boulder to place Colorado. Last time they played this game was in 2010. It's been a minute. Kansas State's a 5.5-point road favorite. Colorado's got to prove some things here. This is the meat of Colorado's schedule. This is where they're going to have to prove that the early cupcake part was not a one-time off. It's just an indicator of what things are to come. This is a big test. Can they beat Kansas State at home? I'm saying no, they don't. So give me Kansas State, and I'm laying the 5.5. And lastly, another battle of Subscriber Schools, 17th ranked Boise State on the road at Hawaii. As my dryer decides to go off. Boise State, 21.5-point favorite on the road. I debated on this one going like, can they score enough to cover the 21.5? Do they have enough firepower to do it? I really debated on this one, and I'm like, well, can they have enough firepower to get it done? Do they have enough? Boise State does. But the travel to Hawaii has always been an issue for teams. But I think Ashton Jeanty wants to prove the fact that he's the number one candidate for the Heisman Trophy, not Travis Hunter. So he's been looking to make a breakout performance, and he's against Hawaii, so he's going to have to. Because if he wants to be forward, he's facing a weaker opposition. They're going to have to get he has to get a great performance out of this so he can stay in the conversation. He looks subpar, he may be out of it. That's just the way the committee goes. So that being said, I think he's going to ball out. And I think I'm going to take Boise State in the 21.5. I think they're going to cover that quite easily. Actually, not easily. Maybe 24 points. But I expect possibly 200 rushing yards of the Jeanty in this game. So I made my picks. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. So again, thanks everybody for watching. I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. First off, if you haven't done already, do me the favor. Smash the like button. Hit that thumbs up. It helps the algorithm. Lets YouTube know, hey, people like this video. We got to promote it more. I really would appreciate that. Comment on the video. Let me know what you think about my picks. Good, bad, and different. What I did right, what I did wrong. If you would change any of them, what would you do? Let me know in the comment section about that. Share the video if you want to. And if you haven't done it already, check out some of the other videos I've done. If you like them, hey, subscribe to the channel. Slowly on the road up to 1K to make some great things happen. If you want to follow me on Twitter or on X, the link will be in the description. So again, thanks everybody for watching. Gonna be some fun stuff going on. I've got the notes here for the Pac-12 video going on, which we're recording right after this one. Going to be a lot of fun. So I hope everybody's having a great Thursday. Again, prayers for everybody in Florida, for Milton. They just dealt with Helene. They got Milton. And now I don't know. I haven't checked about that subtropical storm in the Atlantic, which could become Tropical Storm Nadine, which could be closely on the Miami side of the Atlantic, Florida coast, the Atlantic side. Like they haven't suffered enough. My goodness. Prayers up for everyone in Florida. Thanks everybody for watching. Be safe and please be good to each other.